They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you bag, it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.
Hello there.
Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeff.
And of course, Jeff. Guys, if you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Clips channel, and our TikTok channel. So if you click on the link, it'll take you directly to the episode. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. Let's jump right into it. It's been 2 years.
Holy crap.
We have sacrificed money for this.
Oh,
It is finally free.
I got tired of being poor. I got tired.
Would you like to let our audience know why you're tired of being poor, Jeff?
Bruh, I've been holding on to this XRP.
I mean, we couldn't get rid of it even if we wanted
Yeah,
to.
absolutely. You couldn't even throw it away.
Throw it away, trade it in,
They
sell
force
it.
you to hold on to it.
Yes, basically.
Well, no, you could on like third party, you know.
Yeah, but then you would have to
trading
transfer it,
platforms.
risk losing it in the internet, and then especially if you put the wrong number on the address.
That man said you could just risk losing it in the internet. Now those third party trading sites.
Yeah, but I know they were like not even American.
Brokerages.
Yeah. So,
Offshore.
Yeah, they were like offshore, so it was like risky.
But I feel like the technology was at a point where you could verify if a transaction was legitimate or not.
Yeah.
Like I feel like crypto has already gone through the phase of if you don't know this and you get scammed, that's your own fault.
Yes,
'Cause
exactly.
They've made
You live and you learn.
right. They've made trading so much more
Easy.
easy.
It's not like it was back in the day when you used to purchase like Bitcoin.
It was a risk. You never knew.
Yeah.
You never knew what
You have
contract,
to send
what type
in
of contract
send in the
you're
check and wait for them to buy it for you. I mean, or you have to have at least a strong computer or something like that.
to mine it?
Yeah, to mine
No,
it.
I mean like actual trading.
Oh, okay.
Bitcoin. Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Trading and mining are two different things. Trading, mining, staking, that's all different things. But
Yeah.
like in terms of like the consumer side of it, like
Yeah.
the consumer friendliness of it, making it available for everyone else.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, as soon as that happened too, that's
it
when
wasn't
started.
as competent as it is now because you actually have like legit
Yeah, I
trading,
agree.
trading platforms for that. You know what I'm saying? But XRP has finally been clarified as a non-security. It's
Yes.
not a security.
Even though they knew it wasn't a security a long time ago.
They just needed clarification.
Yes.
Government
and we weren't getting any
federal clarification. But
Yeah.
the SEC wasn't really doing their job.
They weren't doing it, yeah. So
You know
we
what I'm
weren't getting
saying?
any clarification from Gary Gensler, and every time they went up to,
It was some bullshit.
it was some bullshit. And it's like, yeah, we can focus on NFTs, and it's like, no, we have these third-party countries that everybody and our allies are going over to because they have some type of clarification for cryptocurrency, and you're sitting there wasting time, or as I would say, dicking America around, and then we're losing people. And
you had a
essentially,
lot of money, a
Yeah.
lot of corporations, a lot of
yes,
that
that are depending on this, yeah.
consumer investors who really put their money and their assets into that because
yeah, and essentially that was like the catalyst for the rest of crypto to move forward. Yeah, Bitcoin is still making the most out of everything, but it was stagnant because this SEC was like a threat to all the other Bitcoins, because they're like, okay, if you're holding XRP this long for almost 2 years, then what makes that's going to make us think that you might come after us next just to do some bullshit, just to hold it off and say, oh, it's a security, it's a security, it's a
Or
security.
it depends on how the asset was being traded.
Yeah, for sure. And
That's what I'm saying.
my mentor sent me a couple videos right away, an hour after the judge in New York City announced that XRP wasn't a security. the CEO of BlackRock came on and said, "Yeah, this is a great win for." I know, Jeff. I know. It's all he controls all the companies, so it's just weird to me that he just came up. He's like, "Yeah, I know this is a great win for crypto moving forward, and we can start actually." Backing crypto with gold and blah blah blah, and as soon as BlackRock talks, every corporation jumps on. They don't care if he's right, they don't care if he's wrong. They own the entire company, so they're gonna do what they got to do to get what they need to get. And it's like, and then he was speaking to two other ladies that said, yes, we finally have some clarity. We're finally getting some regulation for it, and one of them was saying we need to be able to let people trade their assets without risking of losing their money or it going it's deprived of its value or anything like that. So we're ready to lay out the plan on the table.
Regulation.
Yeah, regulation. We're ready to lay regulations at the table so we can move forward. And like I said, I think it was just the whole Gary Gensler holding
XRP. It was just kind of the roadblock.
Exactly, holding XRP hostage. And of course, we have some conspiracy theories. Is what I'm going to lead with instead of just saying some theories in the sense of he was holding it so they can make, of course, the regular and or middle class sell while the rich consolidated buy more at a cheaper price and then inflate it up so they can make more money off of it. And it's like all you have to do is just hold on to it because the value of it is going to be exponential.
That's not the listed price or the listed value of it is not its actual
exactly
value.
It's literally going to be worth a lot more than that because it's insane the potential that it has to literally help this entire world, especially with money transactions,
everything.
And but that's what I'm saying.
Transaction, everything
because XRP is not a coin, it's a blockchain.
It's a technology.
It's a blockchain
it's a technology.
I got tongue tied. It's a blockchain technology,
right,
that can help the entire world.
It's just easy. It makes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like just
this is literally like you said, 20
supply chain,
everything,
freaking cross-border transactions, payments. Ooh, I almost let one fly. You know what I'm saying? Transaction payments, and it's everything. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. And this could be like the potential to replace Swift.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Swift is really threatened by this because literally, like you said, 0.03 seconds, and the transaction fee is 0.001.
And won't this kind of like set the benchmark for what CBDCs, right?
Yep. They wanted it because they were supposed to launch CBDCs July 1st,
right?
Is what my mentor was telling me, but they held off on that because they knew this was coming.
Right, I heard there was supposed to be a CBDC announcement this month.
Yes, but that was supposed to be the 1st of July. They held that back because they knew the verdict was coming today, and it was crazy because I'm at work and I'm like, my phone keeps bring. I'm like, all right, what's going on? And it said XRP jumped from went up 10%. To 22% to 65%. I'm like, all right. I said, Jeff, do you see what's going on?
I didn't.
You're like, what? I'm like, dude, XRP just went from 50 to 66 cents. And you're like, yeah, I'm seeing it. And as you're talking to mom, I'm like, all right, let me Google what's going on. And the first thing that came up was
verdict reached 1 hour ago. I was like, what the fuck?
The verdict reached an hour ago. And literally, as soon as the verdict was reached an hour ago, an hour later, at 2:00, that's when the BlackRock CEO pops on, and then all these videos,
everyone's just
CNN, CNBC,
nuts,
it just started going nuts. So people
it's trending right now. Ripple and XRP are trending right now.
Yeah, because they're the sister coins, and of course, like I said, XRP bought Western Union, Ripple bought MoneyGram. So it's like this will change everything, everything, and it's not just for like cross border payments, but the potential for everything else is just amazing.
But now that's the first, I guess, asset or crypto asset that's been clarified by a judge.
Yes.
Now that will make it easier for clarifying other
assets, yes.
Other digital assets.
Yeah.
And this will help Coinbase like a motherfucker because SEC's now coming after Coinbase now.
Yeah. Well, what's the first thing Coinbase did? Well, because this is where it hits touchy waters,
Right.
because Gary Gensler, before blocking XRP January 21st, 2021, he basically said Coinbase was not a security. So
Right.
that's
why they
could
were able to publicly list,
right. Trade, all that stuff like that. And I'm guessing since he saw that he was about to lose to
I don't understand why. Is he a mole? Is he a rat? Like
he's something.
Is he a plant?
He's something because he's focused on the wrong things.
Like I don't understand.
Like I said, when he went up against the board, he was talking about NFTs. When NFTs had nothing, he's like, "Oh, I see potential in NFTs, and then we can focus on the housing market." And it's like, no, we brought you here so you can talk about clarity.
Right.
Yeah,
clarity.
on it, and you haven't given it to us. You stopped a coin which is taking all its business outside of the United States and bringing it overseas, which
to our competitors, our adversaries.
They teamed up with every major bank. Italy, France, South Africa, Germany. They've teamed up with every major huge banks ever. And they're like, it must not be a security if all these giant conglomerates are teaming up with this blockchain technology. Right. So that means you're doing something wrong.
You're doing something wrong.
If everybody else is jumping on board and you're trying to tell everybody to jump off.
I think it was all part of the plan.
It was.
Take down Sam Bankman-Fried, and then you're home free to take down
everything else.
Everything else. All the bullshit, all the road blocking. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why it was crazy to me why like I said, the conspiracy theories was to literally postpone it to help the elites get more into the...
Or help himself.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing.
Right.
I don't know. If we do some research, I guarantee you we'll probably find it. That he has a whole bunch of XRP, because he even said himself he didn't believe in it.
Well, no, remember, he owns no crypto.
Yeah, because remember, he said he didn't believe in it.
When we would peek into the hearings and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said he never owned any crypto. He just taught a class in university on it, but like on the technology, but he never partook in any of that.
Yeah.
He never owned a crypto asset or anything.
But that's the thing, and that's why I think that's what it was. Like, he never got himself into it or anything like that. But at the same time, it's like, even if, not saying I was ever going to sell, but even if you blocked it off and said it was a security and all that stuff like that, why not allow people to sell? Even though they kept saying it's not security. Mm-hmm. So why not allow people to just sell and get their money back, but instead you hold it? For what?
I think in part that was probably on the Ripple. Right.
Because they're probably like saying, trust us, guarantee you we're going to win this. It might take a minute.
If you sell, we're nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Because you lose everything.
You lose. So not just us lose everything, like they lose as well.
Oh yeah, because that means they're just buying back what they purchased.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So they lose as well. So that was more of a, sorry, we gotta hold you hostage
to protect our asset.
You gotta trust us. Yeah. We're gonna hold you hostage. You can't buy or sell, but you gotta trust us.
Yeah, and we did. We waited patiently.
What do you mean? I deleted everything, bro. I deleted all. I unsubscribed to all the fucking news sources, everything. I went to sleep every day on time, stress free. It was amazing.
No, it was I
slept the last 2.5 years.
No, I would say the first year was stressful as fuck, because you're like, man, this. I remember I kept watching videos on the trial.
Yeah, we were just
and then we're like, all right, we gotta stop this.
Right.
It just focused on the
taking over.
Yeah, and then so. After 2021 passed, 2022, we didn't even focus on it at all, because we started the whole podcast. Right. So we were just focusing on that. So that took our mind off of things.
And then seldomly we would just drop in.
Yeah.
They would mention something and it would trend enough that it would make it onto our... But by then we had already unsubscribed to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. We're just focused on
because all it sounded like it got to the point where it aggravated me, where it was just like, Oh, it's another hype train bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, breaking news.
Oh, yeah.
Or no new news.
Oh, yeah.
This could change everything.
Or the analyst that kept saying, yeah, you see this red dot right here? You see how it dips right here? So when it gets to this point, it's going to go up and then it's going to dip right here. And then it's going to go up and it's going to dip. And it was just the same thing over and over. Remember we were following that one YouTuber that was saying a whole bunch of nothing?
It was weird.
It was the crypto guy. He was literally weird. He was literally repeating the same shit over and over and over again. He wasn't saying nothing. So it's like, Jeff, listen to this man talk. He's saying nothing. He's literally talking.
It got weird. Like I said, it got weird. It just got weird, and I was just like, let me step away from this. I already invested so much into.
A lot of people did, and a lot of people sold.
Right. I didn't.
I didn't either, because I knew what it was.
I was just going to be like, because
I'm not going to say I didn't know what it was. I'll say this, because I had the right mentor. He's the one that told me to hold on to it because it's bigger than what you think it is.
Well, here's what you got to understand, which is also awesome. I didn't have a mentor. You just kind of second-handed everything to me. But, like, for me,
I am your mentor.
The understanding, like, the way I looked at this was I would lose if I sold.
Yes.
Because it is now imaginary. It's in the ether. Mm-hmm. The money that I put still exists in the ether. You see what I'm saying?
You haven't lost it.
I just cannot realize it. Mm-hmm. But through time, all is realized.
Yeah, for sure.
All is realized. Bro, I would have took it to the grave.
Like you said.
If I was on my deathbed.
Pass it on to your children or grandchildren.
Never would have sold.
Yep.
I never would have sold.
Because the potential for it is exactly just like Bitcoin. Because of the what it will do for the world. It's bigger than
it's a global thing.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand about XRP, which is why
it's a global
which
thing.
is why he would tell me buy as much as you can. Even my store manager would tell me the same thing, because he holds 20,000, but he bought it at 4 cents.
That's amazing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it's like he's like, buy as much as you can before it goes up, because the potential for it is big.
It's stupid.
It's Bitcoin big. So it's like,
yeah, it's stupid.
He's like, get what you put in and then leave the rest and let it build, because essentially that's just money that you didn't have. So let it grow.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, man, I'm happy, because like I said, it was a long wait. And you know what he told me too? You know, my mentor, he basically said this. He's like, I gotta go to the hold on. Let me see. Let me tell you verbatim.
Read the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what he said verbatim, because I don't wanna misconstrue his words. Yes, sir. He basically said this. I think I'm going to Pagefield to do the pre-flight checklist. I said, make sure you're not rusty. I hear you, because he flies planes.
Word.
And he's like, oh no, we will have a flight crew. I'm gonna jump in the cockpit for a short time, but we're going to enjoy the trip. And I said, I'll get the jet fuel ready.
That's fire. I've been talking about that jet fuel.
Yes, sir. Every single time, because he was the one that was
since 2019, right?
Yes, sir. He's the one that got me into it. Yeah. Like I heard about crypto. I knew about it, but I knew nothing of it. Mm-hmm. So he gave me the platform to buy it on. He told me when it was a good time to buy, when it was a good time to sell. He was the one that helped me understand it. He was the one that told me to invest in myself by buying Rich Dad Poor Dad. He was the one that helped me do everything. And he's like, Jeff, you're the only one I've ever talked to that's actually not done what I've asked, but I've given you advice and you have taken it and you have used it and you have put yourself in a better position because of it. And I say, yeah, I listen. And especially when you're older than me and you understand the way the world works and how money works, of course I'm going to listen to you, because you're leading me into a right path. You're not doing this for your own gain, because all the information that he gave me are stuff that people charge other people $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. This is information that he's giving me for free, and then saying, how are you going to use it? He would even ask me questions. He's like, if you woke up tomorrow and you had $1 million in your bank, what would you do with it? And then that's when... And
you know the biggest asset he gave you and all that?
What?
Time.
Yes.
He saved you so much fucking
He did.
time.
He did. And then he's like, if you don't know it, he's like, if you don't know it, research it. If you don't know it, research it. Because, and that's like, he's the one that said, I'm going to tell you once, After that, that's it. Because I've learned when I give people valuable information, they'll shake their head, and they don't do anything with it. So what I've learned from him is he tells me something once, I'll either write it down, I'll take some notes, I'll understand it, I'll read it, I'll get the book, I'll do whatever I have to do, just so I can know it. Because you know me, I like to learn. But yes, you're right. He gave me time, and then all I will do, what did I do? Passed on that information to you. What did you do? Passed on that information to mom. Now she's in a better position. She's retired, and she's using her retirement money not to just buy stocks, but to buy cryptos. And she's making money off of it. She's getting dividends. She knows what she's doing. She's living a comfortable life without having to struggle on her retirement. Because you see people retire from the company and then come back a year or two later. Because why? They burn all their money on things that they didn't need or don't know how to use. That's why they always say invest your money.
Because their only investment was the company.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. You invested your time into the company, and now that you're out, take that money and invest in something else that will make you money.
Right. Invest in more time.
Exactly. And that's where
take that and then put in some time stocks. You know what I'm saying? Time machine stocks.
Exactly. Boom. I got back a year. Boom. I got back 5. Boom. I got back 16.
And then put time into it. You mix time and that money.
Exactly.
And then it'll give you value.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And I agree. So it's like everything he's taught me, I am where I am today because of it. I told him I was going to start this with you. We started it. I told him I was going to start going to the gym. I started doing it. I told him I was going to do this. I started doing it. He gave me tips on what business bank accounts to go through. He's the one that gave me tips on how to get the LLC. He's the one that he gave me his time. Right. This is his investment. Right. What am I doing with it? How am I returning it back? And this is how I'm returning it back. And like I always tell him, I appreciate it. And even though he gives he doesn't want to accept that he's my mentor, I'm like, nah, man, you're my mentor. Now he doesn't even say nothing. Like he's the Jedi Knight, and I'm the Padawan. I'm going to be upgrading to Jedi pretty soon. But no, man, this big win is really gonna help the entire world.
It's fat. That's a nice dub in the middle of the 2023 season.
Random. It was, like I know inflation.
Isn't that what we always said?
Yeah.
We're like, instead of anticipating the fuck out of this and getting hyped for every single crumb of
just
news that drops,
just watch it.
I bet you it's gonna be on a day where we're doing absolutely nothing.
We're doing fuck all.
Nothing. We're thinking about some bullshit. Thinking about a ham sandwich or something.
Jeff, I was literally stacking heavy shit onto a pallet, and my phone kept ringing, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And I look up, 65%.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on.
And then I click on it on crypto.com, and I'm like, "What the hell?
What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, it went, and then I traced my finger over the pattern because it's a touchscreen with the bars, and it's like 47 cents at 12 on the 12th at 9:43 p.m. And then it jumps to 50. Right. Then it jumps to 66. Then you text me at 77. Then I text you at 83. Then it hit 96, and now it's settled at 81. But it's like, this is crazy. And it's like, I will continue to wait. It's fine because this is something I put.
Got time.
Yeah, this is something I put my investment.
Exactly.
Yeah. The day I ain't got to get up and work is the day will be good.
Damn it.
But yeah. Yeah, I know.
Trying to see life change and return. Nah, I still gotta work.
No, we're still gonna work.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
I was like, with the money, doing nothing in time.
Yep.
Nope, it's equal exchange.
Equal exchange, yep. You gotta put in the
work.
It's like,
you want the value of all this time. So you're gonna put money in, and you want the value that it would give you in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Now. So you can do nothing, but you're doing nothing now. You're not putting in your time to get the value of the time in your investment.
But that's what I respect about you, because you understood that when we had that conversation. You're like, man, I don't want to, but I got to because I understand what it is. Like, you're not only doing this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now you're doing a Wednesday podcast.
Yes, sir.
A Wednesday sports pod.
B&B.
Yeah, you're doing a Wednesday sports
First episode
podcast.
dropped today. Yeah.
Yep. So you're doing a Wednesday sports podcast with Michael now. Like you two are the main hosts, and if you guys decide to invite people to have
that's gonna be fire.
That 3-way conversation.
Sports
yeah, for sure. It's endless, dude. You literally have anything you can talk about in every season.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you understand what it is, and you're like this. Yes, you're like, oh fuck, but then you're like, I understand what it is, and I understand where I will be.
Right.
And I will be in a better place than I am now.
Right.
So that's why I am doing it. So you sacrifice your time in order to get it back.
Because it's easy for me. I can disassociate and get lost in the future.
Yes.
And just autopilot.
You want the
I want the future now.
But you understand that you have to do the 1 through 10.
I want the future now.
You understand.
But to get to that future cost work.
Yes.
And my time. For that time it costs work. Mm-hmm. I hate that shit. I hate it.
You hate it, but you
time and energy equals work. I hate it.
But you understand you have to do it in order to get there.
It's the curse.
You want 1 to 10, but you understand that you have to do the steps to get to 10. So I get that. But jumping into just to end that and go around. But this will be definitely something for the future. Like, what do you have any predictions on how well it will? Do you think there will be like one singular currency, or we'll still have different currencies? Like,
we'll still have different currencies.
We'll still have different currencies.
It will just be
easier to convert.
Right. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's what a lot of people.
That's what people don't understand.
And let me.
We could have cup coin, but it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Because there's a system that can just easily translate into whatever you need.
Yes. And
instantly.
And I'm gonna just briefly explain XRP to people who don't know what it is. It is a blockchain technology, but it also can make border transaction payments in 0.03 seconds. It's not like
with no fees.
With slim to none fees. Yeah.
Practically.
Yeah. So the fees are like 0.01, which is
it's
nothing.
So dumb. It's so dumb.
Basically,
it's a 100th of a cent.
Basically, the function of XRP, which is a blockchain technology, it's not a coin, which a lot of people misconstrue that's what it is, because they'll see the gold coin with the X on it and they'll assume that's what it is. It basically not only makes transborder transactions, but stellar lumens. No, but it also will convert it to the. Let's say you have $10 of US and you convert it to $10 worth of pesos. So the conversion doesn't change.
You'll get equal value as the value you put in.
Yeah, so if it's $10 US and you convert it to pesos, it'll still be $10 in pesos.
Because there's no processing fee
or anything.
Lost data.
Basically.
Whatever.
So it's like a Canadian money, which is different from American money. It will convert it. So $10 will be $10 across any country. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what it converts it to, and that's the best part about it. It's not you have $10, you convert it to something else, and it's less or it's more. It's exactly $10.
It's everything.
Exactly.
That's everything.
That's what I'm saying. So essentially, that's what XRP is.
You want to buy a house?
Yeah.
Contract, smart contract. Boom.
Yes, exactly.
There's your house.
Exactly.
Fund a loan, fund a car, something, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yep.
Everything is now transactional.
Yes.
Everything
and can be done in an instant.
It's the everything of value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything.
Same thing with the sister coin Stellar Lumens or XLM.
Right.
It's the same. Yeah. So essentially, that's why they undercover. If a lot of people don't know, they've been like XRP purchased Western Union. Not a lot of people know that, which is why Western Union is going to be obsolete soon, because it's going to be XRP that's going to be used in order to do the transactional payments. And same thing with Stellar Lumen. Stellar Lumen bought MoneyGram. A lot of people don't know that. It's like you got to pay attention. But this is stuff I learned 2 years ago, because I was doing the research to understand what they were doing and what they are, to see where they were at today. But essentially, just to end it, that's literally what XRP is, if a lot of people don't know. And if you do guys have the opportunity to get some before it does become a ridiculous price, which, like I said, it has Bitcoin potential.
It's not financial advice.
It's not. Yeah, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice. But if you would like to purchase XRP just to be in the now and understand what it is, go for it at your own risk. That's what I'm going to say.
Yep.
But let's jump right into your first ever
B&B.
Boyardee
and Beans.
Boyardee and Beans Sports Podcast. Tell me, how did that go yesterday? How does it feel to not be sitting next to your brother?
Well, I'm doing that
Next
like 90% of the week, Jeff. What the fuck? You say it like we're glued at the hip.
Shit. Hey, don't tell him.
Motherfucker, I only see you when you come home for like 3 hours and then you go to bed.
That's a fucking lie.
Bullshit. Because our days off never line up.
Yeah, that's true. We only got one day. One day.
And then I see you for 4 hours, maybe 3. No, maybe 5 if you work like an early shift.
Yeah.
And every other day it's just like, hey, Jeff, for 3 hours and then you go to bed.
Well, I mean,
that's pretty much
I
it.
work at 9 tomorrow. I can stay up a little bit. Hey, that's the cost of trying to get where you need to get, bro.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
We'll hang out with each other everywhere, man.
I feel that. But no, yesterday was dope. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
What did you like about? All right, my first question is, what did you like about it?
Well, one, we finally got it out the way.
Yes, page is done. First video was released at
5:30.
5:30. 5:30. Yeah. So the first go check that out. It's the B&B Sports Sportscast.
We'll drop the link in the
we'll put the link in the description down below, or you can hook it up to or you're gonna create a separate link tree for that.
No, I'm gonna
we'll
put that on my links. What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, just add to your links.
Oh damn.
Yep. But go ahead, continue.
But yeah, man. The first thing was, we got it out the way because this was something we should have started like during right before the playoffs started.
Yeah.
But a lot of shit was, on my plate, and I really couldn't find any mental space and time to really get things done.
Yeah.
Also, it was really dope. So pretty much what we did, I think this episode will really only be the longest episode.
Yeah. So
because it was just a rundown of everything we didn't have a chance to talk about while the NBA season was active.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of caught up on that, talked about free agency a little bit, talked about, any plot lines, storylines behind the teams in the league right now. We talked about the draft. And it was just kind of really nice. And it really wasn't from a super hard analytical,
we weren't dissecting.
We weren't dissecting because you hear enough about that.
Yeah, for sure. Because you got to try to put your own, because everybody does their own thing on sports. It's like you just got to put your own twist on it. What makes you guys different and unique from everybody else is what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a whole analyst in this bitch. I'm just a sports fan. Some would say casual, but
nah, you seem like you know a lot more.
Nope, trust me. Compared to
Michael,
a lot of my boys and Michael, no, I just understand what I see.
Yeah,
what I see. I'm not digging into the archives and you back in 2012.
Like that like average, in-depth deal. Right. Like in 1989, Michael Jordan did this.
Here's a graph of
it can be comparable
his performance.
To this. Yeah. That's something you'd have to sit down and research. Man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like maybe if we're doing probably even not, because I'll probably just be looking it up on the spot. You know what I'm saying? But he's coming from a more analytical point of view, and I like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's good because that gives two different personalities, and then of course both of you guys are funny, so you guys could add your own comedic twist to it.
But I liked it. It was solid.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing it twice a month,
and then it's gonna be releasing every Thursday. So
5 p.m. 5:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And it won't be as long as this because this one we went for an hour and a half. Ain't no one trying to.
yeah. You guys were just catching up because, like you said, you were so behind.
Right.
On everything.
We just kind of introduced ourselves. We're still kind of ironing some of the things out. But it's like with this, you know, it wasn't perfect the first time.
What would you? All right, my second question is, what would you say you can improve on that can make the experience better for you guys next time around?
I just got to get back into current sports.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like, because with me, unless it's not something I'm doing at the moment.
If it's not current, yeah.
If it's not current, I'm not looking into it. So it's like, for us to really have well-rounded discussions, I kind of have to have an idea of what the fuck I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
because
like,
you don't want to go in clueless about the subject.
About the subject
matter. And I got you.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to have a basic understanding of, you know, what's going on. So I probably might be looking at more stats and stuff like that. But that's not something I'm gonna be leading with stats.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
your opinions.
My opinions, the eye test, and of course, when stats are needed, I'll use.
Then you throw them in, and of course, what they can do better to improve on their game,
Right.
what they could have done better after losing.
And this isn't just for basketball. This is going to be going across different seasons.
That's the best part
like
because
that,
you know
right.
some channels only literally just focus on basketball, football, which is fine.
Which is fine, and it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
because you only have to worry about one sport.
But when you're well-rounded, people come to one channel.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like us. We don't focus on one thing. We do everything.
That's true.
Yeah. So, I mean.
But that's harder with sports because you still got to understand what demographic is. Like, are you only going to be getting discussion on basketball one day, or is it every day is going to be a.
Depends on what you want. Because the question is, are you going to go based off of what's been going on in those 2 weeks?
I think what we'll be going off of is whatever sport is in season at the time.
Focus on that.
That
should be fairly simple. So
right.
The first segment, let's say the first
I'm not gonna
15 minutes could be basketball because football and basketball are going to intertwine with each other.
Right.
So the first 15 minutes could be focused on basketball, and the second 15 minutes could be focused on football or whatever else is being played at.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, because football ends essentially in February. After that, that's it. I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we could probably look towards the postseason, you know, the free agency and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Watch the draft and discuss that, but we'll probably get into basketball, baseball, you know.
Yeah.
And then
it seems like basketball bleeds through everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
So that'll kind of be your main, and then, of course, you'll have your...
Basketball has become the type of sport where it's like 365, because even after the season, you have the draft, free agency, summer league, preseason, and then the actual season, you know what I'm saying? Then you always have the trade deadline looming, and then the second half of the season when everyone's kind of gearing up for playoffs. I definitely want to talk about hockey. I want to do that. I specifically want to talk about hockey just for my boy Brad.
You got to invite your boy Brad.
I want to talk about hockey specifically because.
So if Brad, if you listen to this, whenever they're doing the next one,
specifically because of Brad, because he really got me into that, and you know I haven't been keeping up.
Yeah,
because like really the only team I was following was the
Everglades,
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, Tampa Bay Lightning.
Tampa Bay Lightning, because you know that's the first team I've really
actually watched. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then started to understand this is a good ass fucking sport. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, you know, it's gonna be, you know, I want to learn, I want to know everything.
But then you will, because you already know a lot about sports, so you're just adding to your repertoire. So my final question for you is, where do you want this to go?
Where do I want this to go?
Yeah.
I want this to be free, bro. I want this to be like, I want to have fun doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Really
would you say it would go beyond this room, or you would keep it in this room?
It could definitely go beyond this room.
Okay.
But it depends on where my vision is.
Gotcha.
At the time, where he wants to go with it as well.
Yeah. It's not just you guys.
Me.
You guys got to be on board.
It's not just me. We got to be on the same page. And I think it'll be fairly easy. We're not really confrontational, and we kind of feed off of each other's ideas and stuff like that.
You never have issues, and of course, like you said, you're not seeing them every day like you do me.
Right. So he can't get on my nerves.
Shit.
You what?
He can't. He can't
Right.
ruin my day.
Right.
What the fuck?
Shit.
What the fuck?
But no, that's essentially why. But that's pretty awesome. I'm glad that you gained that idea and wanted. Both of you guys got that idea and wanted to start this project, which is why we wanted to test it out the first time that we did the sports edition. And you guys mesh well, so it's like, why not just start it?
Why not do it?
Yeah, why not do it? And then it was a great idea because that man was excited for about 3
months. Months.
I wrote down everything.
Months,
I did this. I did
bro.
that, and then he forgets it.
Months.
So,
I know that was tough.
yeah, so that was pretty funny.
But nah, it was. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
so definitely connect with your boys, and there's days that you guys can do it, and there's days that you can invite 2 people so they can give you their perspective and their opinions on it.
Right.
And I guarantee you this is going to be very fun, and a lot of people, because you'll get that people sit down in Sportscast, but it's like more of a news type, like reporting it,
Right.
and then really just giving your own raw opinion on it, enjoying it, having fun, smiling, laughing, all that stuff.
Tell me about the game and how you understand it.
Exactly, because everybody sees it differently,
Right.
And how they understand.
Like, you could be the storyline guy. You could be the historical data. You could be the GOAT debate or who's a better,
Yeah, like you guys
XYZ.
can challenge each other on
Right.
in that sense. So,
But it's like, I don't want to come here and just be like,
this is what happened today. They lost. What do you think? You're like essentially giving the news.
man, that's what ESPN is
Yeah.
for.
Give me your opinion.
That's what that whole thing is for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking cashy.
Sensational.
Shit,
What the
bro.
hell?
So, but those are the main 3 characters. But like I said, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you started this, started your own avenue. Yeah, pat yourself on the back, man, because I see this growing big because people love sports. America is all about sports. So,
Sports. Oh, bruh. I want to start. Hopefully, we could talk about fucking pickleball, bro.
oh yeah,
The sport taking America
by
by storm.
storm. Yeah, it's an original.
Pickleball,
Pickleball,
bro. What the
yeah.
fuck? I've been watching pro pickleball league and shit. Granted, it's not super popular. There's probably like 13 motherfuckers in the crowd. But man, dude, it be getting crazy.
Yeah, but they already got pro and they're on
Of
television.
course, well,
and they're
of course.
Then they're,
It's
they're
like-
even on ESPN.
Think about with any league that starts a pro league.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be absolutely nothing.
Yep. But you got a lot of people coming to it. though.
Yo, pickle everywhere's getting a pickleball, bro. Our park's getting like 8 pickleball courts. We better start training, Jeff. We could become Hall of Famers.
I'll make sure my knees stay good so when I run at
We-
38.
Dog, we could
It don't
become
break.
Hall of Famers. We're still early.
Yeah, we're still early. I bet. Then we'll come back and be like, yeah, we finished our pickleball tournament.
We'll be like,
It was fantastic.
bro, D3 athletes.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure, man. For sure. But no, for sure, man. You got any final thoughts, man?
Me. No, not really.
Looking forward to work?
Why'd you gotta remind me, man? Like, why do you do this?
You what?
My day was fucking amazing. I just wanted to go to sleep, wake up, and forget that I had work.
Shit.
Like, oh, hey, I do work today.
man.
No,
Yep.
this man planted the seed in my brain.
I
Now
got to,
it's
man.
now it's I
Got
gotta
to.
count down the clock before
I got to.
I have my final sleep.
I got to, man. I got to. But no, I got the final words. Like I said, I'm just happy with what's happening, and this is a big win. Inflation also went down 3%, like you were telling me.
Not in Florida, baby. 7 to 9%. Not in Florida. Oh, we're still dying.
We still got a win though. We still got a win. A win's a win. We got
still dying.
XRP. A win's a win.
Dog,
A win's a win.
A
Hey,
win is a win.
A win's a win.
That's crazy. Tampa 7.3%. Dade at 9% inflation. That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro. That's
so-
crazy. Holy crap.
But no. Like I said, I'm happy for the future and the direction we're going. You literally said by 2025 we should be at the halfway point. Then 2030 we should be there. So I'm very interested to see where this is going to go. And then, like I said, it will help a lot of people. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you guys want to invest in XRP, go for it, man. But it's a risk that you're going to be willing to take. Did I freeze?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep
Oh,
going.
okay. Yeah. So no, I'm just that's it. So, if you got any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Maybe next time, but we'll talk about the Threads app. We'll give our opinion on the
Yeah. That's the one thing we forgot to talk about. Yeah, the battle between Zuckerberg and Elon. Yeah.
Zuck the cuck.
Sensation.
We'll talk
And
about
we'll
that
end it
later.
off on that, guys.
All right, y'all. Take us home, man.
Guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. If you want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T Clips channel, and our TikTok channel. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. You have a good night, weekend, evening, and or day, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
See ya.